Hello everyone, this is Dr. Kunal Sharda. I'm your zoology faculty. So, today we start a topic named as human reproduction. So, before starting the topic, we have to know the meaning of reproduction. So, you know what is reproduction? Reproduction, the word comes from the two things. It is a production and it is a means production of new species, new organisms from existing organisms, existing species. Are you getting it? What is the meaning of reproduction? Reproduction means production of new organisms from the existing organism is known as reproduction. And when we talk about the human, means human reproduces itself, the same progeny is known as human reproduction. As we know, humans are what? Unisexual. The means unisexual means a single type of sex character is found in human. The one is known as male and another is known as female. Alright, we have the unisexual. Bisexual means on a single body both character, male and female are present, while the unisexual means on a different body different characters are present. If someone is male, then he is only the male. Another one is female. If anyone is male, then he having an organ named as testis, a most important organ of the male body. And the female body's organ is known as fallopian tube, we can say ovary, which produces ovum. It is the main organ of the female, as we identified the male and female. Let's move further. In human reproduction, we have to start from the reproductive events. So let us look reproductive events. Okay. So what are the reproductive events are found in the human reproduction? Means what are the processes which are going on. So we will start. A short trick for this reproductive event is GI, FI, GP. Get it? It is GFI, GP. So what does the mean GFI, GP in reproductive events? It means G stands for gametogenesis. What? It stands from gametogenesis. I stand for insemination. F stands for fertilization. I stand for implantation. And the next G stand for gestation. And another P, here is P, stands for parturition. So clear all? The reproductive event is what? Gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means what? Formation of gametes. And here when we are talking about the gamete, we have the two gametes. In the male we have a sperm, and when we are talking about the female, we have ovum. Clear? So two gametes are there, sperm and ovum. Insemination is what? The process of transfer of male gamete into the female genital tract is known as what? Insemination. Means I can write it. It is what? Transfer of gametes. Clear? Next, when we are talking about the fertilization means when the gamete is transferred, it got fertilized. Means fusion. Here the fusion of sperm and ovum. So fusion of male gamete and female gamete leads to what? Fertilization. Next, when we are talking about the implantation is what? When the fertilization occurs, the product we get is the zygote or the embryo. It got implanted, or we can say it is attached to the uterus. So it is known as attachment from the uterus is known as what? Implantation. Next we are talking about what? Gestation. When we are talking about gestation, it is the duration of 9 months. The pregnancy time is what? 9 months. That is gestation and the development. And the last but not the least, it is parturition, means the delivery of the baby. So it is all the reproductive event, means gametogenesis, formation of gametes, insemination means transfer of gametes, fertilization means fusion of gametes, implantation means attachment of that product. gestation means it is a 9-month pregnancy, and the parturition means delivery of that result. So it is what? It is all the reproductive events. Clear? Now we will start from the male reproductive system. Okay, so start with the next topic named as what? Male reproductive system. So open your NCERT and look at that diagram. In your diagram NCERT, there is a structure. I am making it a rough diagram. Just look at here. We are making a rough diagram. So I make a rough diagram. It is purely mentioned in your NCERT. Open your NCERT and look at that diagram. So look this a rough diagram. When we are talking about this, so it is what? It is a structure named as urethra, and coming out structure is known as penis. It is a diagram of male reproductive system. Here we can say that it is what? It is penis. P stand for penis. Here a round body is there, that is known as what? Testis. And here a duct that is known as vasa deferens, which take your sperm which is formed in the testis toward the ejaculatory duct. Here inside, this is urinary bladder. Inside the urinary bladder there is what? A glands that is named as seminal vesicle. There is a one pair of gland that is known as seminal vesicle. After down there is one gland named as prostate gland, and below this prostate gland there is another gland named as bulbourethral glands. So you get it. There we have three types of gland: seminal vesicle, which are in pair, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland. Later it continues in urethra. Urethras continue to extend from the penis. So it is a small diagram, rough diagram of reproductive tract, human reproductive tract. Clear? Have you get everything? So next we have to clarify what is testis. I have said earlier that testis is a major organ. So start with the testis. I am again making a rough diagram of testis. You know where testis is located? Testis is located outside the abdominal cavity. It is not located in abdominal cavity. It is located outside the abdominal cavity. Where it is located? It is located in scrotum. Clear? So testis is located outside the abdominal cavity in the scrotum. Why? Because the sperm needs a less temperature. So scrotum provide a perfect temperature for the formation of sperm. Testes are in pair, means we have two testes. Clear? Make a rough diagrammatic view of testes. Look at here. I have taken a one testis and I have done the TS of the testis. I found a structure like it. So inside the testis there is a compartments. That compartments or divisions are totally 250 in number. So in the testis we have a 250 compartments named as testicular lobule. Named as what? Testicular lobule. Each testicular lobule contains a tube named as seminiferous tubules. So each testicular compartment contains how many tubes? 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubules. Clear? And this tubules forms what? Sperm with the help of male germ cell, and that sperm is nourished by Sertoli cell. Clear? That sperm nourishes by Sertoli cell. So you get, there is a compartment. Look at this diagram of structure. There is a compartment named as testicular compartment, testicular lobules, having inside a tube-like structure named as seminiferous tubules. It forms what? It forms a sperm. These sperms are sended to a small tube-like projection, the named as retitestis. So here a point named as retitestis. These retitestis project outward in a small projections, we can say a small ducts. small ducts, and that small ducts leads to the epididymis. Okay, the small ducts, these small ducts are known as vasa efferentia. Here the part vasa efferentia, and it is what? Vasa deferens. Clear? Are you getting the testis structure? There is a compartment 250 known as testicular lobules, inside seminiferous tubules. Here the sperms are formed. It is sent to the rete testis. It is a part of rete testis, and the rete testis further divided into vasa efferentia, and vasa efferentia continues in the vasa deferens. This is the rough diagram of testis, and it is the major organ because it produces a male gamete named as sperm. Okay, let's move further and started with a glands system. We will start from a gland. We have three types of glands. How many types of gland? We have three types of gland. The first named as seminal vesicle. Second gland we have prostate gland. And another we have bulbourethral gland. So how many gland we have? Three gland. The most important gland is known as seminal vesicle. Why the most important? Because it secretes 70% of total semen, total secretion. It secretes the 70%, and from the 70%, it contains what? It contains the fructose, the most important sugar. It contains the calcium. It contains ionosate. It contains the various substance. So it forms the 70% of the total secretion. When we are talking about the prostate gland, it secretes the 25% of the total secretion, and it provides the nourishment. The function is the nourishment. Clear? Here the main thing are there. Next, second, the prostate gland, the function is nourishment. And the third, bulbourethral glands, the function is nothing else. Its function is lubrication. Lubrication of penis. Clear? Means it secretes what? It secretes the mucus like substance. So these are the three major glands of the human. It all three constitute and forms a seminal plasma. It forms what? Seminal plasma. Clear? This seminal plasma along with this seminal plasma. What is seminal plasma? Seminal plasma is the secretion of seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. All together is known as seminal plasma. When it is attached with sperm, or sperm together with seminal plasma, is known as semen. Clear? To understand what is semen? A semen is found in the human male, and human male semen is formed of seminal plasma plus sperm. Seminal plasma is formed from seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and bulbourethral gland, whereas this sperm is formed from that testis. Clear? Okay. Let's move further. We will start about the female reproductive system. Are you getting everything? Okay. So these we have talked in the male reproductive system. What we have talked? We have talked about how the structure is there, what is the major part, and how this. Now the second part is the female reproductive system. Let's use something that in the male we will put FE. It's named as female reproductive system. So in the female reproductive system, which is the major, you have always watched a diagram. I'm just making a rough diagram of fallopian tube. If you have ever watched that diagram. Yeah. So I have made the rough diagram of female reproductive system. Why the female reproductive system is consists of what? It consists of the most important part is known as ovary, which is attached to the wall of uterus. Here is ovary is there. We have a pair of ovary which is attached to the uterus. Clear? Next, when we are move further, we have what? Fallopian tube, vagina, uterus, ampulla, external genital, genitalia, and further things we have in the female reproductive system. Look at the diagram here. A rough diagram is there. It is also mentioned in your NCERT. Open your NCERT and watch it. It is where it is a vagina. As we have talked about, the vagina means it is the passage from where the sperm enters. Clear? And it is also known as birth canal. Here next part is known as cervix. Then we are going to this part, it is a womb, or you can say it is a uterus, where the baby will come and attach. Here are the layers: endometrium, perimetrium, myometrium. There are 3 layers found in this part of the uterus. Here it is ovary, as we have said, which forms what? Ovary is the major part in the female reproductive system. Why? Because it forms ovum, which is a female gamete. Clear? Ovary, it forms ovum. It is collected by a projection named as fimbriae. Its projection is named as fimbriae. From here, this ovum moves inside, and here there is a region named as ampulla and isthmus, where the form ampulla and isthmus. Here at the ampulla and isthmus, there is a fusion of the male and female gamete occurs. Clear? So it is a rough structure of this female reproductive system. So in female reproductive system, we are talking about the ovaries, fallopian tube, vagina, uterus. Clear? And we have something more, external genitalia. So you have get the structure. From here the sperm enters, it is known as birth canal. Sperm moves here till the ampulla isthmus junction, from where the ovaries get a ovum, and fimbriae collect that ovum, and here the fusion will occur. After the fertilization, it will get attached here, that is known as implantation. Earlier we have talked about. Clear? Let's move further. Okay, what is external genitalia? External genitalia is anything which can be seen from the external part. Clear? The external genitalia means it is a hair-like structure found in the females, that is known as mons pubis, a fatty cushion, fatty tissue. There is a labia majora, there is a labia minora, and the most important female's external genitalia is hymen. What is hymen? Hymen is a covering of vagina. Okay, this is the female reproductive system. There is one more thing in female reproductive system. I am rubbing it. One more thing in female reproductive system. What is that? That is mammary gland. You have know what is mammary gland? Open your NCERT. You will find a structure similar to the breast. What similar? It is a breast. That is only the mammary gland. What is mammary gland? It is nothing as it is a modification of sweet gland. It is found in male? No. Mammary gland is not developed in the male. It is found only in the female. The reason why the female can feed the milk to their babies. Are it possible that males are feeding the milk to the babies? No, because we don't have a developed mammary glands, but the female have the developed mammary glands which feed the milk to the baby or their children. So mammary gland is this. It is found. It is a female reproductive structure. Also, we can consider in this because the major part, and it is also developed in the puberty time with the help of the hormones estrogen and progesterone. Before the puberty, it is not fully developed. So it is the female reproductive system. Clear? Let's move further. So we have talked about what? Male reproductive system, female reproductive system, all the structure we have watched here, male and female, everything. We have watched the mammary gland also. Now we are moving the further, and the next topic is known as gametogenesis. So the word gametogenesis, just understand from this word gameto. The word gameto represents the gametes. Gametes, all you know, the germ cells. Do you know the germ cell or not? It is also known as sex cells, by which we can identify the sex of a person. Either he is a male or she is a female. Clear? Genesis. The word genesis means what? It is production. Production, no. I will say it is a synthesis. I can say gamete synthesis is known as gametogenesis, means the formation of gamete is known as what? Gametogenesis. It is what? It is formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. Clear? So in gametogenesis we have two things. What are the two things in the gametogenesis? we have the two gametes. As we know, we have two gametes. One is known as male gamete and another is known as what? Female gamete. So formation of male gamete is known as what? Spermatogenesis. Clear? So if you want a definition of spermatogenesis, you can say it is what? It is the formation of male gamete, or the process by which the male gamete is formed is known as spermatogenesis. Clear? Next, female gamete. Process of formation of female gamete is known as oogenesis. So oogenesis is what? Formation of female gamete, and here the female gamete is what? Female gamete is ovum. So formation of ovum is known as oogenesis. Formation of sperm is known as spermatogenesis. Clear? Okay, there is a procedure how the spermatogenesis works. Spermatogenesis starts from a primordial cell, primary germ cell. For the spermatogenesis, we want a primary germ cell, or it is also known as primordial germ cell. It is diploid, means it is 2N. In this cell, there is a division. That division is named as mitosis, and this mitosis leads to the formation of spermatocyte. These leads to the formation of spermatogonia. It forms not spermatocyte, it forms what? Spermatogonia. So from the primary germ cell, after the mitosis, it forms what? Spermatogonia. This spermatogonia, we get two spermatogonia. How much? Two. I can say A and B. These spermatogonia, I get A and B spermatogonia. A and B spermatogonia, when we are talking about the spermatogonia, after this spermatogonia, we have the further growth. When it grows and forms what? Primary spermatocyte. In the primary spermatocyte, it occurs meiosis first, and it forms two body that is known as haploid cells, and it forms what? Secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte. What we get is first from the primary germ cell, there is a mitosis. In mitosis, we forms a spermatogonia. These spermatogonia develops larger and forms what? Primary spermatocyte. These spermatocyte by the meiosis first converted into the secondary spermatocyte. In this secondary spermatocyte, meiosis 2 will occur and it forms the 4 haploid cells, 1 and 2, 3, and the 4 haploid cells. How many cells? 4 haploid cell, and these 4 haploid cell forms the spermatid, and later it converts into the sperm. Clear? Are you getting this all things? So I can write down here, what is this? From primordial germ cell, mitosis, it forms what? Spermatocyte. From spermatocyte, there is what? A mitosis first will occur. No, here not the male gametes and female gametes. In the spermatogenesis, can I say from a one primordial germ cell, I will get the 4 sperm. Clear? The process, just like the oogenesis, I will tell you later. Okay, move further. So let's start with the second topic in this chapter, named as menstrual cycle. So you all know menstrual cycle, it is commonly found in the females. What commonly? It is found in females. It is not found in the males. Menstrual cycle, it is approximately it is of 28 days. Starting of menstrual cycle is known as menarche. I can say menarche. Starting at the time of the puberty in the females, menstrual cycle is started, and that is known as menarche. And when it is stopped, that is known as menopause. It is menopause, means stop of menstrual cycle after the age of 40 to 50 years. Clear? About in the menstrual cycle, we have the different phases. We have 4 types of phases in the menstrual cycle. What are the 4 phases? Look at the phases. The first phase is known as menstrual phase. Clear? We have 4 phases in the menstrual cycle. The first phase is known as menstrual phase. Second phase is known as follicular phase. Third phase is known as ovulatory phase. And the last phase is known as secretory phase, or it is also known as luteal phase. So in the female menstrual cycle, we are getting the 4 phase, first known as menstrual phase, second follicular phase, third ovulatory phase, and the fourth luteal phase. Clear? Menstrual phase. This phase is commonly known as bleeding phase, as in the female the bleeding occurs, that is due to the that fertilization is not occur, and that phase is known as menstrual phase. It is of starting 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days starting phase is known as menstrual phase. When we are talking about the follicular phase, it is just after the menstrual phase. It is approximately 7 to 13 days, 5 I can write it, 5 to 13 days phase. In this, what happened? Follicular phase. From the word, understand from the word follicles means formation of follicles. Formation of cells is known as follicular phase. It is of 5 to 13 days. During this time, endometrium repairs or endometrium prepare itself to get a zygote or embryo. Next, ovulatory phase. When we are talking about ovulatory phase, at the 14th day, exactly at the 14th day, ovum is released. That phase is known as ovulatory phase. Next, when we are talking about the luteal phase, it is just after the ovulatory phase. It is more than 10 days. More than 10 days it is of 10 days. Clear? In this phase, the endometrium is preparing itself for getting a pregnancy. Means in this phase, the progesterone level is high to maintain the pregnancy. Progesterone level is high to maintain the pregnancy. If it does not occur, if the fertilization does not occur, then the again cycle will start and the menstrual phase begins. If the fertilization occur, if the fusion of male and female gametes, sperm and ovum is successful, then it will stop. That is known as temporary menopause, not the menopause, temporary menopause till the birth is not given, means approximately 12 to 15 months, 1 year, near about 1 month the menopause will be there if pregnancies occur. If pregnancies not occur, then on every 28 days to 30 days there is a menstrual flow, that is known as bleeding, which is a common problem from the female. It is a natural process. Clear? So we have watched about the menstrual cycle. Everything is clear. Now move further to the next topic. After this menstrual cycle, we will start the next topic, the named as fertilization. What is fertilization? I have told you earlier, the fertilization means nothing as it is a fusion of male and female gametes. So same here, fertilization means what? It is a fusion. It is fusion of male and female gametes. So clear? So fusion of male and female gametes is known as fertilization. When does it occur? It occurs when the sperm is what? It is a male gamete, and ovum is what? It is a female gamete. It will transport simultaneously. Then only the fusion will occur. So fusion of sperm and ovum, or the fusion of male gamete and a female gamete, this process is known as fertilization, and it leads to the result that is known as formation of zygote. Clear? Okay, that is known as fertilization. Next point after the fertilization is after fertilization we will go to the sex determination. Let's keep it a sex determination aside. We will start after fertilization. We will start about the implantation. Implantation. What is implantation? As I have told you earlier, the implantation is nothing else. The attachment of blastocyst. What is this? It is a attachment of blastocyst to the uterine wall. So I have told you earlier, the implantation means what? Attachment of what? Attachment of blastocyst. Blastocyst means it is formed by after the fusion of the male and female gamete, we got the zygote. After the zygote, the division occurs, and the divisions is known as blastocyst. You have heard about the two cell stage, 4 cell stage, 8 cell stage, the morula, gastrula, that all are blastocysts. That after morula, gastrula, blastocyst form. This blastocyst is attached to the uterine wall, and that process is known as what? Implantation. Clear? Get it? Next, after the implantation, we will talk about the parturition. Parturition means before parturition, we know one more word that is known as what? Gestation. As I have told you earlier, gestation means the development of baby. Development. It is a time of development. It is approximately 9 months to take by the fetus. This 9 month is commonly known as pregnancy, and at the end of 9 months there is a pain arises that is known as labor pain, and due to that labor pain there is a release of that fetus from the body is known as parturition. So after implantation the process gestation occur. After gestation there is what? Parturition. And when the baby is delivered out, he needs what? Some food, some nutrition. And as we know that to the newly born baby we don't give the outside food. That new baby required a mother's milk. So after this parturition there is next process named as lactation, and this lactation result in the production of milk from the mammary glands, or I can say breast, female breast. This is formed due to the why the mammary gland forms the milk, due to the presence of prolactin. A hormone named as prolactin can form this all. So it is everything. Clear? All this process is get it. You have got the male, female, reproductive, menstrual cycle we have clear about. We have clear about the fertilization, implantation. These all things we have cleared about. Now we are going to the next topic in this, as I have told you earlier, the sex determination. And the word sex determination. Just look at the word sex determination. How can you identify the someone is male or a female? Just by watching the some organs? No. Sex determination is exactly a method. You know, from more of the years, hundreds of the years, always and always, females are blaming that they have produces the females. No, but the blame is exactly to the male, not the female have the right that the male or the female. Look at this, that how can the sex is determined? We have some chromosomes, you know, that is XX and XY. Clear? We have the chromosome named as XX and XY. The XX is a chromosome of male. It is a male sex chromosome, whereas it is a female sex chromosome. XX is a female sex chromosome, whereas XY is the male sex chromosome. When we cross the male toward the female, just cross this male into the female. So what you will get from X cross to the X, we will get XX. X cross Y is known as XY. This X cross with this X, we will get XX, and this cross will get XY, we will get XY. So the chances are this, it is what? Male, female, it is what? It is female. It is what? Male. Again female and again male. Means we have a 50-50%. We have a 50% chances of female. I can say this, 50% of the chances of for female also, and 50% chances for male also. Clear? So are you clear about that? We never say that the female is responsible for the determination of sex. Man can, that female can produces the same kind of sex. No, female have the same chromosome, it is X and X, but the male have a different chromosome, it is X and Y. So we can blame the male to produce the females. But no doubt, it's good that everything from today, not the female will be blamed. That is known as the sex determination. Clear? Next, it is sex determination. Get it? Male and female, everything. Determination. We have some small topic, changes. Changes, or we can say this, development. When we are talking about the development of embryo, so what we'll talk? First about the heart. In the end of the first month after the pregnancy, it is all about the after pregnancy. After, I can say, fertilization. After fertilization, when we are talking about the changes in the embryo, in the first month, we can say in the first month there is a formation of heart occurs. Formation of heart occurs in the first month. Clear? At the end of second month, limbs are forms. Limbs means the hands and the legs are forms. Clear? Formation of limbs formation occur. Next when we are talking about at the end of third month, major organ are formed. Major organs are formed. So I can say this, these first, second, third month is known as first trimester. Clear? The first trimester having the 3 months. Here, how many trimesters is occur in the pregnancy? 1, 2 or 3. It's the 4 trimester are there, and the particular one trimester consists of the 3 months. In the first month, the formation of heart. In the second month, formation of the limbs. And at the end of the third month, the major organs are formed. And at the 7th month, end of the 7th month, eyelashes are formed. Eyelashes are formed. Clear? So, in the human reproduction chapter, we have studied the brief, or we have a short description about this all thing. Let's recall everything about this. What we have studied in this human reproduction. We have starting with the introduction. First point we have started with introduction. We have introduced that what is human reproduction, how human reproduces, what is reproduction, what is unisexual, what is bisexual, what is male gamete, what is female gamete. That all we have gotten this. Second event we have seen is what? It is what? Reproductive event. In this reproductive event, we have done about the formation of gametes, gametogenesis, insemination, fertilization, implantation, gestation, parturition. That GP, GP we have seen in the reproductive event. The third point after the reproductive event, we have seen what? Male reproductive system. Clear? So in male reproductive system, what we have watched, the major male reproductive system, major organ is what? Testis. Testis is essential because it forms what? Male reproductive system, we have formed a diagram. Here is a urinary bladder that comes out with a urethra, penis. It is a common passage for the male gamete and the urine. Sperm or urine can be come out from only the thing that is known as sperm, penis. It is a common passage. So that is about, we have studied about the male reproductive system. We have in the male reproductive system we have external genitalia, we have penis, we have seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral glands, and that different types of ducts. After this, we have studied what? Testis. We have watched you. I have made a rough diagram of the testis. In that testis, I told you there is a 250 compartment, and that compartment is known as testicular lobule. And after the testicular lobule, we have seen that every lobule contains what? Seminiferous tubules. And that seminiferous tubule is responsible for what? Formation of sperm. That is about the testis. Next, after the testis, we have studied the glands. In glands, we have seen the three types of glands. One is known as seminal vesicle, second we have known as prostate gland, and the third known as bulbourethral gland. 70%, 25% and remaining is of bulbourethral gland. These all glands constitute and forms a seminal plasma. Clear? And along with this seminal plasma, when sperm is along with this, it is formed as, or it is known as semen. We have watched in this glands. Next, when we are talking about the glands, after gland, we have studied what? Female reproductive system. So we have studied what? Female reproductive system. In female reproductive system, we have watched the ovaries, female external genitalia, fallopian tube, and that all thing we have studied in the female reproductive system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we are talking about the seventh thing. Seventh, we have talked about the external genitalia. External genitalia of the female, in which we have studied about the mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, etc. After this external genitalia, what we have seen? We have seen about that mammary glands. So we have seen the mammary gland. We have seen about the breast, where the milk is produced, how it is transformed. There is in the mammary gland there is a alveoli. The milk is stored, and from the lactiferous duct, it is just sucked out from that part. Next, after mammary gland, we have seen what? Gametogenesis. The 9th point we have seen gametogenesis. Gametogenesis, we have watched that how the gametes are formed, how the spermatogenesis occurs, how sperm form, how ovum form. Ovum formation is known as oogenesis. Gamete formation is known as sperm formation is known as spermatogenesis. After gametogenesis, we have watched the menstrual cycle. Okay, how the menstrual cycle will occur in female. How the menstrual cycle will occur in female. So after the menstrual cycle, we have seen what? Fertilization. After fertilization means fusion of male and female gamete, we have watched in the fertilization. After fertilization, we have looked toward the implantation, that how the implanted in the body. After implantation, we have watched gestation, how the development is occur, that is of 9 months. After gestation, we have talked about the parturition, how the delivery of baby occur, and the last we have talked about lactation, how the baby get milk. And next we have seen what? Sex determination, and the last we have embryonic development. So here all the topics we have studied from the one introduction to the embryo development. These all are the topics we have studied in the today class. So hope you get it all. Hope you meet you soon. Thank you.